Oh,
It's recording.
all right.
Yes.
Okay, it's recording. What else? It's like an espresso. What else? No. Do you want me to do the intro or no?
Yeah,
can
by the
do
way, you should present since they never saw him.
Should present what?
That guy.
Ah,
Me!
yes. Very good. All right. So, okay, I need to be serious now.
Yes.
But I can't stop laughing. Okay. So what is up, guys? I'm the cunt. No, I'm Manu of FBC, and today we're gonna do a brief, maybe not brief, recap, E3 2017 recap, and with me, I'm not recording this actually. With me, I have Prime on my, I don't know, left, right, Prime. Where are you?
According to the video, I'm on the left side, but if I were to
Okay,
speak... No. That way is Wartuga.
Okay,
Yeah,
right
I'm
side.
that way, but according to the
Left side,
video...
okay. And in my left side or the right side's video is Wartuga, a guy. That
A guy.
True.
Australian. He's no fucking. How do you say those? He's no midget. I think. I never been with him in person, so I don't know if he isn't really a midget. But he is part of UGaminG. We already announced it a few months ago. But he's now here, doing videos with us.
I'm here now. That's right. Hello, people. How are you?
So, where do you guys want to start? Because we have a lot to talk about. Yes?
Perhaps start from the beginning with the EA conference, I mean.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so what it was announced, they showed a Madden NFL 18 long shot trailer, Battlefield 1's DLC, in the name of Tsar, which is going to be the Russian, where to help me? Russian
It's
what?
going to be the Russian army and the Russian women special forces.
That was I almost forgot about that. So you guys want to talk about that? The Battlefield 1's next DLC, which was...
I think firstly you need to fix your microphone because it's giving a lot of noise. It's way too loud and we barely can hear you.
Is it good now?
It's better because you were
Better.
trying to speak and it was just voice cracks everywhere and lag.
Right? Now, is it
Yeah,
good now?
it's better.
Yeah,
It's
it's better,
amazing
better.
now.
Right.
Amazing.
So-
Well,
In
I
the
think
name
we can talk about EA presentation in general for starters. I
Yeah,
mean,
for starters, like say which
it's
games
like-
you preferred and something like
well,
that.
it's in an hour they presented like half of the conference
Yeah,
was
yeah.
about
It's an
Star
hour.
Wars.
It was an hour and a half because
Yeah,
in the
still,
press-
half of it was Star Wars.
yeah,
Half
half
Star Wars.
an hour was for Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer gameplay on the map. I don't fucking know because I watched every single Star Wars movie, but I'm not a geek that knows everything about.
Well, luckily
yeah.
I'm here.
The only thing that I know is that the robots against the clones. That's the only thing I know. And you preached some fucking thing. It was cool. It has good graphics. The gameplay is still the same. Basically, they introduced new vehicles, the tanks, whatever they called. The guys with mechanical legs that I don't know the name.
Well, they added a new class system. That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
And
Right now, you don't have to collect cards or wherever to use tanks
and
or
they added
special units.
they added a story too, since the first game didn't have one.
Yeah, that's nice as well. It's a nice
Yeah,
touch.
kind of
Always
nice.
is. Always is an untold story, of course.
Yeah.
Since paying 70 euros or $70
For
or
a game
no
without a story, just
Yeah.
for a
multiplayer.
multiplayer only game, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, no, we could talk about Overwatch because on consoles it's $60 or 69 euros or whatever,
Yeah.
but there's a reason.
But it's a competitive game. It's clearly a competitive game, Overwatch.
Yeah, but for
Battlefront is not.
example,
Reason why they did that, because of the how do they call the they need to pay like Sony keeps a percentage and
yeah,
they
kind
just
of.
they just in
And the same with
I
the Xbox. It's because of the no. That's because of a console game. Since they have to buy a binary library, so they can produce and develop the game for the consoles. For example, on PC, the games always are like 10 euros or 20 euros cheaper because they don't need
Overwatch
the. Yeah,
Overwatch was free.
yeah.
The game only, and they had this special edition with a few skins, which is the version that's on it's selling on consoles.
Yeah, it's the origin one. We're going off topic, way off topic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about E3 and EA.
All right,
Well,
so
biggest game I saw, maybe Anthem.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
same here, same here. I'm just
we already knew. Speak.
the thing that like I was disappointed with Mass Effect, and most of me and perhaps the fans just think probably they were developing that game already, so mostly they were just using the assets for their game only, and that's why we got those fucked up facial animations and stuff. At
From
least
what
in
it
my-
looks,
From what it looks, it looks like a really good game. I just hope they don't fuck it up.
no, I was
because-
gonna say, from what it looks, the Anthem has been in development for a long time,
yeah.
since probably Mass Effect 3, after they completed that shit.
Probably.
So
yeah.
way less before Mass Effect Andromeda.
Probably, yeah. But they are the same studio, so they clearly had to just split up the team to work on two separate games, or just postpone the events of developing the Anthem game. But I wouldn't believe like EA. It's such a big like company that they will just split up a team. They probably just assign two different teams. But however, the artists, when it comes to animations and stuff like that, I think they only have like a team. They shouldn't have the budget to buy like two separate teams just for two games. Probably they were the same, since from what I saw, I think I saw some of the assets of Mass Effect 2, but I'm not sure about it. It might be a mistake or something, but from what I saw, there was like some type of Mass Effect world and ambience vibe on it. And well, speaking a little bit about EA and changing, otherwise if you want to speak about that game too. Another one that caught my eye and kind of disappointed me was Need for Speed Payback, because I was hoping.
It's not disappointing at all.
It depends on
They
the
are
opinion.
adding
like,
a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
Like for example, I like the
They're adding Fast and
customization.
Furious.
No, I
Yes.
love the customization they added, and some of the other things like day and night cycle, being like garbaging the old style of being just night, like the underground type of scene. And the thing that was like a big disappointment for me, at least, was the driving mechanics. But I haven't tried it. From what I heard, like when it comes to drifting or whatever, the driving itself is not like so much clumsy like the old one was. It's you feel the weight of the car itself, and you just don't feel like you're driving a plastic car like the 2K15 felt like, at least for
A
me.
plastic car.
Yeah,
I like the
It's
me and Avleda, which is
yeah,
he
I
is
know,
not here.
I know.
We have been playing that game since I guess December,
I can be
of
like
2015,
just talking shit about the
and
game,
we
but I still play
really
it.
enjoyed the gameplay of it.
I enjoyed it
love
too.
this
The
lighting.
things I just miss is like, again, no story, and after that it's just you need an online always connection to play the game. That's another thing I think they are just leaving. I
They
hope
solved
they
it. You can no
Yeah.
longer you can no longer play with online. You don't need to play online.
Okay.
Don't
And
need
another thing I
internet.
hope they fix is the port for PC, and hopefully they get like manual shifting.
It wasn't a good port.
It was kind of bad. There are some glitches and some optimization that should be fixed, but they just don't do it. And I sure hope they just keep like delivering some DLCs or something, since the game died like 1.5 years later, since they don't add content to the game anymore.
Yes,
Well, I
because
don't
they
know
was
about
working on
car
this one.
games. I'm not a big fan of car games. Well, it looked really nice. The new Need for Speed.
Yeah,
I mean,
at least the graphics.
it looks like a Fast and Furious
Yeah,
game. I mean,
it looks
they show the
different
nice.
from the
They
usual.
literally
Yeah,
show the nice with the team.
yeah,
It looks cool.
it looks
Well,
different.
yeah, it's different. I don't. It's not.
Hmm.
I remember playing the first Need for Speeds. Like the first Need for Speed I played was Need for Speed 2. It was all about racing. Now it's all about heists. I don't know.
No,
I'll
no,
have
no.
to wait and
It's
see
just
what
a
we
lot.
It's not all
It's not
about
all.
ice.
Basically, that's like they even said there was an extra mission. You need to complete the story to unlock those missions.
Oh,
So
yeah, but
basically, like they said, you have some cars that you need to find parts like scattered throughout the world. So you need to gather some parts to build the
that's
car.
extra. That's open world
Yeah, yeah.
mechanic.
And
It's a
basically,
must
but even those
nowadays.
missions,
Exactly.
they exist so you can get like more money or even like rare cars or something. I just don't know. They didn't even discuss about that. But from the looks of it, I just think that some cars you need to like rob them or something, like heist that truck and eventually get the car.
Probably. It's not. I don't think it's a bad game. I just think it's different from what it used to be. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
It
But
used
I'll
to
have
be
to
a
see it.
grind game where you need to race and race and race so you get money to upgrade your car and eventually just buy a new one.
The thing is, that is a bit, tiring
Mainstream,
or
yeah,
whatever.
it's
No, not
becoming
mainstream. It's just boring. If you're doing, if you're doing
Yeah.
that all the
Like
time,
all the
you're gonna
time.
get bored. If you don't have a story, which I kind of enjoyed the
Yeah.
Payback trailer. You have 3 playable characters. 2 guys and a woman, which
Woman.
is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
We've got a woman.
Now, Uma.
Yeah. Actually, let me search info about this. Yeah.
But yeah, about EA, I'm not that type of guy that likes sports games. So for me, FIFA and probably
Oh,
NBA.
yeah, that's always
Was
the
it
same.
NBL? The
What?
ga-
Hmm?
Was
What?
it NBL, the game, or NFL?
NHL.
And
NHL.
okay.
No, NHL. It's hockey. Sorry, it's Madden NFL.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I'm not the type of guy that gets interested in
Well,
that type of game.
that's
So I can't
that's
really
always
speak about
expected.
that.
Madden is not that popular in Europe, so it's more
Yeah.
for the American audience. So
Well, it's not a surprise. They always announce a new game every year.
yeah,
It's always a new one. I think they added a story mode now into Madden and NBA
Yeah.
as they did in FIFA. It's the same. Even in
Yeah,
FIFA,
probably.
it's like the second season of that player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
showed
know how
the
they are
trailer.
going to do that, but
They showed a trailer for FIFA 18 about the second season of what's
Alabama.
the guy's name? Alexander.
Alexander.
Yeah, they
Okay.
showed a trailer about him getting transferred to another club or whatever, playing on the England's national team and whatever. That's the tease for the
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah.
Alexander in the journey of FIFA.
The question is, it was interesting if
Right.
if you had FIFA 17. If you have FIFA 17, does your stats progress to 18? It was nice.
No,
That
no,
was
no,
nice.
No, the stats doesn't progress from one game to another.
That's
I don't-
bad.
Yeah. Basically, you have
That's
to
really
start.
bad.
You have to start from the
They
beginning.
didn't talk
It's like-
much. They didn't talk much about it because FIFA most of the time does the releases information on Gamescom
Yeah.
about everything. So they only show the trailer. We don't know anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would
For
be
now.
nice. I mean, when you go to a second season, supposedly you are better. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm not a sports person, but I should be better at least at something.
Yeah.
At least just give me +1 in passing. Just,
Yeah.
I'm not guessing that I'm going to a new team and I've got an injury and oh no, I lost my stats. Oh, my injury. Oh, my knee. Narrow to the knee.
So
Shit.
let's just move on. Besides the
Yeah.
EA conference,
Let's get
since
going.
Wait, we didn't talk about one game which I was really interested in, which is A Way Out.
Oh yeah,
Is it from
right away.
EA?
Yeah, yeah, it
Yes.
is.
I thought
It
they
is,
I thought they presented it on the Microsoft
It is
conference.
it
No,
is
no.
published from EA by an indie studio, which is for
Oh
the
yeah.
EA
I
EA
remember.
originals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EA originals.
The game looks so,
So-
good. It looked so fucking good and different from what we're
It's like
used to.
It's like a Prison Break game, basically.
Yeah.
It's all, you know.
It
It's
gave
cool,
me
looks-
like the
Yeah.
ambience
Oh,
gave
wait,
me a
wait.
type of Last of Us
Not
vibe.
Prison Break. Not Prison Break.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption. That's what it
Everyone was
remembered.
saying.
It's Shawshank Redemption, the game, basically. For me at least, and for a few people that I saw on the internet saying, I actually agree.
Well, I like the concept. I like the concept of an old school split screen, even online.
It's meant. It
Yeah,
is
even
meant to
online.
be played split screen, even if you're playing
Yeah,
online.
that's
still gonna-
nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I
It's
just
a
hope they have more than just the traditional Prison Break. It looks like the end, like something more.
Yeah,
It's
looked
like-
it.
I mean, I
You-
saw
yeah,
driving, I
Since
saw
they had
heights, I saw
in the
fights.
trailer, if you look carefully, you could see like they even had like some parts outside.
Yeah,
So
that's what
eventually you
it
get
is.
out of prison and eventually just progress and have a story outside of prison too.
From what I've heard, it's about I don't remember the character's name, but the guy with the beard is going after revenge of
Oh,
some
okay, so
sort of revenge.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. I remember listening to that.
So that game was kind of a surprise for me at least. I don't know about you, but it came out as a surprise since I wasn't really
Yeah.
expecting about it. And for me at least,
For me-
Anthem was another game that I wasn't expecting. I heard BioWare was working on something, but just didn't know if it was a new IP or something. And about the Microsoft conference,
Wait, before we go to the Microsoft conference, what was your favorite announcement or whatever from the EA Play conference?
for me it was probably Anthem.
Anthem?
Yeah.
All right. Where to go? What about you?
Yeah, Anthem. Although there's one game we are forgetting that caught my attention. It's
Which?
called
Star-
Ori and the Will of the
Oh.
Wisps.
Wait, but Ori is not from EA.
Yeah. I
It was
think-
announced from EA, I
Yeah,
think.
it was announced.
No.
on-
It was announced on Microsoft's conference.
Then you move to Microsoft conference.
Wait, so
Nice transition.
I don't know.
Why
But
not?
for me, for you guys was Anthem. For me, it was A Way Out because it was something different, something that none of us, not anyone, would expect. Anthem for me looked okay. So in the EA press conference, we got only a trailer. We only saw gameplay at the Microsoft press conference.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, let's
So,
go. Let's
yeah,
Let's move
let's
to
move
Microsoft. Yeah.
So, anyone wants to start?
Let me check. Microsoft press conference. First, it was the Forza Motorsport 7 announcement
First
with
of
the
all,
new
we-
Porsche.
We've got
I don't know.
the new Xbox. Don't forget about the new Xbox.
Yeah. Okay. They talked about first the Xbox One X, right? Which is not. It's gonna be Scorpio. It's Xbox One X.
X.
So
yeah.
you have the Xbox.
Yeah.
X.
It's double
Yeah.
X.
Two.
Double X.
Yeah,
One
those
more
are-
So you
it
have
would be
Xbox
triple
One,
X.
Xbox One S, and Xbox One X.
I really don't know about that name, but whatever. Let's just
Whatever,
make an
I'm a
X in
PC
front of
gamer.
it.
I really don't care about Xbox.
It's smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fuck
Xbox
that
One
shit.
X. It's smaller
that shit out
than
of the
it's
window.
the smallest Xbox console, or
The
even
most powerful one.
and the most powerful,
Yeah.
the smallest and the most powerful console ever to be made. So, for example, Forza Motorsport 7, you can, as
It's
they
amazing.
said,
It's amazing.
you can play in 4K,
4K with HDR.
60 FPS.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, HDR enabled and whatever.
That's a big step.
You can. The
Wow.
thing is, I don't know. Like, do most of the people that have consoles have even a 4K screen on
TV,
their
yeah.
living rooms?
Not
Yeah.
yet, but it's the
Not
next
Not
step.
yet.
exact.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. So they're gonna waste,
A little bit more money
what,
on it.
$500, 500 euros, and what? I don't know how much does it cost a 4K TV? Like what?
I
A
have no
You
thousand?
idea.
have you have ones that like if they are not like big enough, you can spend like 300 to 500 euros.
That's a 4K monitor.
The size
That's
of
different.
my no, it's the size of my TV screen. You have some like they might be like not branded, or even from
It's
Samsung. You have like cheaper deals for 500 euros or even less. You
Okay.
just don't get like the response time you should get. For example, you probably get bad latency in gaming or something. But when it comes to watching movies, it's okay. The thing is,
For for me, for example,
for playing, I would guess you would have to stretch that budget to probably 900 euros or something.
exactly. It's the same thing with the PS4 Pro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's less powerful, but you
And
can,
but remember
do
one thing.
upscaling and whatever.
But no,
yeah.
no,
You
no.
can play.
Remember one thing you're forgetting about. Most of the games that were shown were displaying a technology called HDR, and that's only a
PS4 Pro
technology,
too.
and that's a technology only available for 4K TVs, and those televisions are still way expensive. They are selling like 3,000 euros or something.
Exactly, but that's the point. If you want to have,
Even
if
the
you want to have
HDR
the
system.
complete
The experience.
experience of the new console, new or half-assed
Yeah.
consoles. That's what they are for me. They are half-assed. They are not new consoles. They're just a bit upgraded.
Refurbished, yeah.
You're gonna pay
A
you're
lot.
like
Yeah.
three
It's still
$3,000 for a fucking TV, man.
yeah, it's really expensive. Yeah,
That's just stupid. Only if you have the money for that. Sure, just
It's
go
way
waste your
better.
fucking
It's way better. Like at least for my experience, when it comes to TV screens, if you don't want to pay the extra for HDR, you could just go into the TV settings and just increase the saturation of the screen, or even on a monitor, for example, on the PC monitor. There are some that are available with HDR. For example, there's a technology. It's kind of old already, but it's still on the works. That is called Fast Sync from AMD, and you have G-Sync from Nvidia, and those monitors are way too expensive. Most of us like can't even buy one of those, and even if they come on a 144 hertz screen or like 1 millisecond response time, it's way too expensive. It's really
yeah,
expensive.
it is.
But yeah, let's get back to the topic because we were
Yeah.
like here and we went
Yeah.
there again. So
Okay, so Xbox One X, all right, for
well, you already spoke
499
about the
price
game
tag.
that was like the most interest value for me. It was Forza Motorsport 7.
They even showed, the new Porsche,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
I was
that
was
was
hearing,
It
nice.
was
I
so
was
fucking
listening to,
amazing.
I was listening to a podcast, telling, listening about the press conference, what they thought, and they weren't, car, the car racing games.
Yeah.
They didn't like, it was not interesting for them. So it's for a specific audience. So having the Porsche there, like, what the fuck? A gimmick. Why would you do that? But okay, they have a new deal with Porsche or whatever.
Probably.
Fucking cares.
They always
No,
have like
they
deals
they
with some
announced on
cars. Yeah,
the
but they
on
usually
the
have
conference.
they usually have deals with cars or at
Mosquitoes,
least
man.
some car parts
Mosquitoes.
companies or something. But yeah, for me it was that. Can you answer me something, Manu? I don't remember, but I think Metro Exodus and Middle-earth: Shadow of War was announced on Microsoft conference too.
What
Yeah.
Metro Exodus and what?
Middle-earth: Shadow of War.
Yeah, it was.
Middle Earth, yeah, it was
Those are
on the
the
Microsoft.
those are the other two games I was interested. At least for me, Metro was a surprise. Really, I wasn't really
Yeah,
expecting for it.
Metro was the
No,
great
it was-
surprise.
It
it
looked
wasn't
so
one of the-
fucking amazing. And again, it was playing on 4K, 60 FPS. At least some of the games are playing on 60 FPS. The enhanced version of Assassin's Creed Origins was playing at 30 FPS. They even said it. So I don't think it has enough power to play most of the games that come out at 60 FPS, but at least 4K you'll have it. But for me, it's just way too expensive for now, and it's like basically we'll get like a little bit sharpened image. For me, it would be better if you had like a chance to buy an HDR and a 4K monitor instead of a television, and invest on a computer since it has more power on it and it's way cheaper in down the line. Even if you want to pay like for a big, like for storage you play 600 or whatever for a console, then you need to invest on a television, and if you want to have the full experience, there you go, more $3,000. So you're already at $3,600, give or take, and eventually
The thing is, you don't need that.
yeah, and
You can buy
eventually
a.
you
You can. Talk.
yeah, and that's not only the only question that I'm trying to address. So basically, you'll pay even more for games, probably like to $60 or something. And eventually, if you come to check the charges of the games and even the technologies itself, you'll get like a larger budget instead of buying a PC, since you can buy a 4K HDR monitor for cheap, like you can find it on 300 or something euros already, and
The thing
it's
is,
not
PC
like
games are the same if you don't count with third-party sellers, which are the Kinguins and G2As and Green Gaming, whatever. If you see the prices on the games on Steam or Origin, they're close to the consoles. You know,
yeah.
We're
Still,
straying.
they are kind of cheaper.
10
Even
euros, $10.
yeah, it's like cheaper, and you have the option to go to third-party sellers, G2A, Kinguin. You have a ton of exclusive promotions. Even Xbox and PS have the same thing, like PlayStation sales or PS Plus. Even the Xbox
Yeah.
Live has the same thing. Well, for me, those were the games that interested me the more in the Microsoft conference. At least Middle-earth, I already have like Shadow of War. I already had like the gameplay and everything. I saw it already and stuff. But the Metro Exodus was the one that just tore my heart out.
So the main character is gonna be Artyom again,
Yeah,
and the story will take place over the course of many months.
yeah.
Players will explore the surface in far more detail than previous games. This likely means new enemies, weapons will be available to facilitate this exploration.
Another thing
There
that
will
I
be
saw,
wait. There will be a focus on survival, scavenging
yeah,
for item
they
and
told
gear.
that. And even another thing that most of us are speculating is that probably our base will be that train, and it's a constant moving base. At least that's the idea behind it. I'm really not sure if that's
It looks cool.
yeah,
The
Well,
train.
that would be nice. The train.
yeah.
I mean,
So you
well,
need.
the train looked
And
amazing.
another thing that I heard somewhere was basically imagine if you lose the train and you have to be stranded there for a while until you get to the train again. That would be just like a massive change into the gameplay. For example, imagine you are running from some bears and the train is coming and you try to enter the train, but eventually you can't get there, so you need to find somewhere where you can survive and
That's
just
probably gonna happen for sure
yeah,
in the course of the
I hope
story
so. But if
to
you
create
enter, if you
drama.
can enter the train, you keep moving the story up. If you don't enter the train, you need to survive a few days or something. It would be good and challenging.
Well, yes,
That
it's
would
the
be a good
first
idea.
metros. I mean, all the metro environment, it's like about surviving in
Yeah,
a
it would make
post-apocalyptic
sense at
lands.
least.
Even
Yeah.
from the first metro, when I went
So,
to the surface, I was like, "Whoa! I need
yeah.
a survival game of this. I need to survive in this city." It
And
was
then
nice.
and then you started looking around and you were like, "Fuck, I'm alone.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm, go-
fucked.
I'm
I'm
gonna die
fucked."
alone. Oh damn!
So for me, it was those two games that just like blew my head out. Was Metro Exodus and Middle Earth. The Forza was expected already, so I don't think we have much more to talk about that. At least for me.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I
about you
I
like
guys?
can.
State
I
of
have a few
Decay
things to
too.
talk about.
State of Decay 2
Be my
looks nice.
guest. You can
Yeah,
speak.
State of
I
Decay
like-
2 was.
I like the first
Yeah,
one.
State of
really
Decay. I'm just
This
waiting
looks
for
nice.
that game for only one thing. It's the online co-op. The other ones
Yeah.
didn't have it.
But the online
Yeah,
co-op, it's like you can only play with two. It's like with one more person or two.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
much.
yeah, it isn't much, but it's still co-op. The other
Yeah.
games didn't have every like a game. You
Yeah,
had like
the
a
thing
single
of
player, you
State
didn't have
Decay, the
multiplayer.
first one, the first game, State Decay was it didn't have co-op,
It
which
was always
a
a game that the
bit
people
stupid.
asked to be co-op or multiplayer, and eventually they just heard the fans.
Well,
So
we
do
also
you?
have Sea of Thieves
Yeah,
to the
they showed
to
a
the
new
pods.
gameplay.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves still kicks ass to the skulls and something about Ubisoft.
Skulls and Bones. We'll get there
We'll get there, yeah.
when we talk about the Ubisoft press conference. War Tuga, don't you want to talk about Ori and the Wild of the Wisp? They showed the
Well,
trailer.
I like the first one. I saw the trailer. It was a nice presentation. That
It
song,
Beautiful.
that song really touched me. It was nice. Don't
It
laugh.
was-
I'm a sensitive man.
Oh, and Life is Strange sequel.
Yeah, yeah. My girlfriend
Yeah.
is excited about that game. I just
Before
sent
the
her the
storm.
link, and she was like, "No, a new game is coming out." And then I turned to her and I said, "It's a prequel," and she was like, "Oh fuck, I need the new story."
Well, you got a new Battle
yeah.
Royale style one, like the Darwin
Yeah.
Project. That's, I don't know, that's like a Battle Royale of some sort with
I
superpowers.
think the transition train is coming. Let's just go to Ubisoft. I need to speak.
Wait. We still have Crackdown 3,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Tell
which
me just
Yeah.
one thing.
finally it
Will
has a
we have
release
it
date.
on Windows 10? Or it's exclusive?
For what they you know, before the
They
trailer or the
said, like,
gameplay, it
some
was
years ago-
Xbox One exclusive.
No, they told us
Because-
some time ago it
because-
was like Windows 10 available too. Let me just search it. Keep talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
because now
No,
the
but
shop
if
is
it
the
said
same.
that, if it was that, it would say on the screen before they showed the gameplay, you know, Xbox One console exclusive and Windows 10. That's what it would show up. But from what I remembered of,
said
about the press
exclusive.
conference, it appeared, you know, Xbox One
Well,
console
at
exclusive.
least from what I'm hearing and reading, they say here like Crackdown 3 video game and platforms Xbox One and Microsoft Windows.
I don't know. I don't remember quite well, so
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
I
probably
can,
now.
I can actually check if
Since,
what it
but
would
no,
do.
no, probably it
It's-
will come because they announced a little bit ago. I don't know if you remember. They told us that there won't be like any more exclusives on the Xbox, so eventually they'll release the game on PC. It started with Quantum Break. I don't know if you remember. They said each game that comes
Yes.
exclusively.
Yeah, it's gonna release on the
It's
on
going
the
to
It's the
release
same, the
because-
same as Gears of War 4.
Because they
was
won't,
never
they
announced
don't
for
want to
PC.
lose money, and if they release it on PC, there will be a lot of people just buying it too.
It's a centralized store right now, so
I
it's
just
easy
burped.
to get the
Yeah,
Xbox
Yeah, yeah,
One
Crackdown is
games on
available.
PC.
It's available on the Microsoft store already, but it's not yet available for buying. At least I'll just show to the webcam from what
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I don't know if you can see it, but
we can't see your
Yeah.
your
I know
camera,
you can't.
so
I know you can't. I'm just trying to. Okay, I'm on the Windows Store and it's available for PC.
Moving on.
Moving on, let's go to
wait,
Ubisoft.
we have two more things
Ah.
to talk about. You know, it was an hour and a half.
I'm tired
about,
as
you know,
fuck.
Yeah, but we have you know, I just wanted to give two mentions to Microsoft, you know, for finally you know, Cuphead as a release date, which it looked really cool. That game, at first it was just a mini boss game,
Yeah.
you know, with the oldish cartoon style,
Yeah.
but now it has some kind of platformer or whatever, and you have the bosses also. And the last thing that I want to mention from the Microsoft press conference is that you know, Xbox One original games are coming to Xbox One console family. So it's really cool that they are doing that, because with PS4 we're getting some PS2 remakes,
remakes,
or
for example, Shadow of
no,
Colossus.
not remakes. Wait, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about remasters.
Yeah.
Remasters, and PS Now, which you can play PS3 games, but the thing is that service is shit. They wasted I'm being honest, they were just wasted fucking money on that fucking company that I don't remember. That was they bought a few years ago
They
about
fucked
streaming.
up. They fucked up.
They fucked up.
They done fucked up. So
All
let's
right.
go to Ubisoft now.
Don't you want to go Bethesda first?
Yeah, we have that one.
I
Well,
wasn't interested in anything.
Let's go about
Let's
this
go
really
Bethesda
quick.
first.
Let's
Yeah,
go quick. Let's
you
go
speak
quick.
Because
now.
it's quick. It's quick.
I'll do a
we
quick
we
break
only
then.
had. Okay, so in the Bethesda press conference, it was like 1 hour, 1 hour press conference. They show, oh my god, fucking mosquitoes! They're pissing me off. We got the Skyrim Creation Club and Switch Amiibo support for Skyrim on Switch. We had a new DLC for Dishonored 2 and with a new trailer. That's Death of the Outsider. They showed a bunch of Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind trailers, which they just to say that it's finally released. I think it was €40, $40 of an expansion, which is kind of fucking expensive. They showed they're gonna add to Elder Scrolls Legends the Elder Scrolls cards game. I don't know if you heard. Yeah, they're
It's
gonna.
already on Steam.
Yeah, it's already on Steam, free to play.
Yeah, they got some things, some stuff on that.
They're gonna add
as far as I know.
Oh yeah. As I was gonna say, they're gonna add Heroes of Skyrim. I don't know which. Okay, the new expansion pack will add characters like Aela the Huntress, Zargo, and Delphine, and dragons will be added, including Alduin and Partunax. I don't know how to read these names.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And finally, the two things that I was most excited about. I already knew they were coming, but at least I really liked the first iteration of both of the games. The first one is the Evil Within 2, the sequel, which is I guess what's the character's name? I don't the guy's name. Sebastian, the main character.
Costanello.
In this sequel, you're gonna be searching for his daughter. It was a really creepy trailer, by the way. I don't know if you did it.
Yeah.
That fucking strange. White glue or whatever. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, the first one was also something weird.
Yeah, I have it on PS4.
It's the same tone. It's the same tone. So that's nice.
Yeah.
But we already knew it was coming.
Yeah.
It was
I have the first one on PS4, but I'm still really early in the game. I didn't have the chance to finish it because I'm not in my house right now.
I finished it on PC.
Don't spoil it for me, please.
No, I won't. You'll have fun. Too much fun.
Okay.
Well, the other one got Wolfenstein 2.
Finally, at the end of the Bethesda press conference, they showed the new Wolfenstein game.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, which it's going to be in America. You're going to be playing
nice.
as Blazkowicz as always.
Same guy.
And all the new weapons were featured in the reveal trailer. A new automatic shotgun that has a rotating barrel, which it looked really cool. It's gonna be. It reminds me of an Amazon Prime series, which is The Man in the High Castle. It's like
never saw it.
You should check it out. It's like if Nazis won the World War II.
Well, yeah, that's a nice concept. That's why I like the trailer so much. That's a great concept. If the Nazis won and America was invaded, what's it like? I mean.
Yeah.
That's what pushed me to watch the trailer and investigate more about the game.
The thing is, did you check? Blazkowicz has a new like type of armor,
Yeah, it
whatever.
looks like a World War II Iron Man or something.
Yeah, it was really cool. He
Yeah.
had a fucking metal head or whatever.
Yeah, that was really strange, really bizarre, but it was cool.
Yeah, and I guess he is like he's a father of two children, a girl and a boy.
Yeah, I
Like
don't understand
the
any of
end
that,
the
but
end of the trailer. No, the thing, I don't know if you noticed, but in the end of the trailer they showed his son a bit older. He was like he had a chameleon or whatever, just
yeah,
really colorful, whatever.
yeah.
And I don't remember who said it, but his son it was on acids or whatever. That was fucking crazy.
Well, we have to
I'm
wait and see. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be great.
And
Well,
yeah, it was oh yeah, I forgot.
got the VR
They announced
games.
the VR, Doom VR. No, Doom VFR is what they're
Yeah,
calling, and Fallout 4 VR.
VR.
Yeah, it was that.
Yes,
Right?
I like Doom better, but let's move
Yeah.
on.
I guess VR is a bit gimmicky, like whatever. But I'm not interested in VR. For example, racing games, racing simulators, it would be cool, if you can, check the cockpit, the full cockpit,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever. But from I don't know. It's not a thing
It's
that I
early.
would
It's
waste my
really
money on.
early.
It's still
It's
really
very.
early.
We have to wait a little more.
Yeah, a few years.
So now I think we can move to Ubisoft Prime.
He's not finally. I can talk about Assassin's Creed.
Go on, Prime. Talk.
Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed
Talk.
Origins, please don't fuck it up, Ubisoft. Please.
I don't
Well,
know. They already tried to fix that
Well,
game.
finally, they are going to tell the story how the assassins came up to exist, and we are going to play as the first assassin. And for starters,
They called? What's it called?
I don't know the name.
Baike, the
I don't know. It's
Baike,
an Egyptian name. I will find it out when I have the game.
Bayek. It's
I
called.
don't
It's called Bayek.
care. I don't care. I just want the fucking damn game now. So they are going to tell us the story of how they came to exist. We are going to play as the first assassin. It's going to be in the Egyptian type of thing, and from
Egyptian
what they
era.
yeah,
That's a good
from,
thing. That's a good thing.
yeah, it's a
Egyptian
change
thing.
since we
It's a
already
good thing.
got to London and stuff in the last game. That was AC Syndicate.
It was a really good
And
game,
we got-
Syndicate.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
I
it.
just think they kind of took a misled in Unity and Syndicate. It was good for technological revolution, but at least for gaming, I don't think it was like great story as they used to do it. And eventually they just
I
got
like the
like
gameplay. It was more
if
like
you try to
brawl
watch like
than
carefully,
using swords
I
and
know,
shit.
but if you try to watch carefully from the progression of the games, they went until like Revelations and Brotherhood, and the combat mechanics were like type of the same. In Black Flag, they introduced the boat mechanics and trying to do a combat inside of the boat. Then they released Rogue. There was a standalone version of a game telling the story of a pirate again.
It was a nice game.
Yeah, it
The
was also
Rogue
a
was
nice. I
actually
loved Black Flag and
before
Rogue. For me,
Unity.
like I loved all the games until basically the Rogue one, and I didn't really like that much of the Assassin's Creed 3, but whatever. Let's just keep that one.
Assassin's Creed Rogue was, it was like the pre-sequel for
Yeah.
Unity. So it's
Yeah,
the
I know, I
story that
know.
happened before
Yeah,
Unity.
but the thing is,
Yeah,
like,
it's the
the
link
only
between
thing
4
they
and 3.
changed in Unity
Yeah.
and Syndicate was like they took a bunch of hours and a bunch of stuff and they just developed the combats and the free running mechanics. Also, they developed the graphics, but at least for PC and consoles at the beginning, the optimization was shit and the downgrades were visible, like literally visible. So I just hope they don't change that much of the game right now, since they got like to a pretty nice standard combat mechanics. I already saw that they changed it, and at least for me, it looked like they changed the combat, and in terms of the free running, they rolled back to Assassin's Creed 2 or something. It looked that for me, and I just think it's a different taste of the Assassin's Creed universe we are used to, since we're going back to Egypt. We are going back to the start of the crew or the guild, whatever you want to say it or call it. And eventually you'll get the story and the pieces you were left behind, and why are they after the Apple of Eden, even if they want to defend from the Templars so they can't control the world or any citizen in front of them. But it would be nice to see those missing spots filled up and eventually see where they are trying to go with the Abstergo program and stuff like that. And let's hope that they just develop it and Rebecca and Sean can just get themselves out and start the Assassin's Revolution. And that's what I'm just expecting for. At least for me, that was a shocker when I saw the arena fight. It was like 6 minutes of
Yeah.
dashing and poking and dashing.
And you
and
have
poking
bosses in the arena.
and spamming X
It-
X X X X to just lift
The
up.
thing was, it was a bit. I saw the
Oh.
gameplay from the arena. It was a bit irritating, like
It
just
was
defeating the
dashing,
fucking
and
boss.
the combat mechanics look like a little bit
Dark
like
Souls.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
And they kind of want to implement For Honor a bit, from what I saw, but I just hope they.
Nah, it's just
they
Dark Souls,
fix- I
basically.
just hope they fix it up. At least for me, it was nice to see it, and it looked good. From at least the most part, it looked.
Mm.
I know it's going to get downgrade and going to have bugs at the beginning, but hopefully
Of course.
they'll fix it. It's Ubisoft. What could you expect?
Yeah.
So,
So,
do you want to speak about
yeah.
Assassin's Creed, or should we skip to the crew too?
We could actually. I want to do a quick mention that was in the start of the press conference. They announced a partnership with Nintendo for releasing
I
a
noticed.
Nintendo Switch exclusive, which is a Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
I saw
Exactly.
it.
Which it was it was funny actually, the gameplay. It looked like games. Oh my god, what I was gonna say? I was gonna say Gamescom, but I wanted to say XCOM. The
XCOM.
gameplay is XCOM, yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
tactical.
turn-based tactical shooter, from what is, and they have combos and whatever. It's interesting.
Well, for me,
Not
the
sure
crew-
about that one.
I'm not gonna buy a Switch. I'm not gonna play that.
just
But
for
I'm
that.
sure.
Let's just wait
But I'm
for the
sure that
fucking
people are gonna buy
emulator.
that
Let's just hope for the
just
fucking
because it's
emulator.
Mario.
Yeah. Well, for me at least, I hope the crew 2 just fixes up a lot of things.
It was boring as fuck.
I just
The
don't want them-
presentation of
I
the
just don't
game, it
want
was
them to fuck
boring.
it up again.
You know, we are embracing every
Yeah.
motorsport or whatever. The
That's too much.
motorsport nation. I'm the motorsport champion. I'm a pilot. I can ride boats. I can do whatever the fuck. I can ride bikes. Okay, bikes were already implemented on the cruise expansion, the wild something, wild
Wild
run.
Run.
Yeah, Wild Run.
But it's just, what the fuck are you doing with the
Oh,
crew?
that's too much. It's
For
too
me-
much.
For me,
the-
I just hope they fix it up. I just
I
hope they
think
fix
the only problem that I had with the crew
They
was
just
the
have to fix the
driving. It was
driving.
horse shit.
Well, I enjoyed it.
The
Actually, I
driving,
enjoyed
it was horse shit.
The only
It
thing
looked
I
like
did.
it's like you were driving on ice. You were sliding on the streets. What the fuck was that? I hated the driving on
I just
the
didn't
crew.
like the
That's the
drifting
only thing.
areas. I just didn't like the drifting parts. The drift was like all fucked up in that game, at least for me. I didn't really enjoy it. I just hope they fix it up on the second game.
I don't
Let's
know.
hope so. Let's
It
hope
just
so.
by adding planes, boats, whatever.
It just means
It's not gonna move units.
Yeah.
They
Let's-
didn't show. They didn't said anything that they were going to fix in comparison with the last iteration of the game. They only showed, oh, we have boats. Whoa, we have
Boats,
track.
boats.
Oh, we have planes. Maybe helicopters. I don't fucking know. It was on the trailer. I don't know if you can fly the helicopters, but
In a DLC.
Yeah.
in a DLC.
In a DLC.
Oh, and you can like, yeah, it's just so fucking useless.
You're
like,
so
fuck.
fucking tired of Ubisoft. I know.
I'm not tired with Ubisoft because that Skull and Bones. It looked from the trailer. It looked cool. The trailer looked fucking amazing. But you get to the gameplay and you see like what?
It will get
What?
boring fast. It's just
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag without the Assassin's part.
Even
what-
the boarding is like automatic.
Yeah.
It's what I'm saying. It's
That's
what it's what I
disappointing.
It's like
before we started this, we talked briefly about this game, and what I said it looks like For Honor with
In
boats.
boats.
In boats, like it's gonna get boring. They didn't even announce For Honor DLC or whatever, which I was expecting for them to launch to release something to reveal something on the
wasn't on E3.
we didn't even get to Sony yet, so calm your
Yeah.
tits down.
It's going to be after this
Um,
one since Nintendo sucks. And I'm
So
sleepy as
they
fuck.
they presented a new VR game trailer, Transference, which it looked like psychotic or whatever. It's probably gonna
Yeah.
be an horror game
Probably.
for
Probably.
Or
yeah.
kind of that
And,
shit, yeah. They
right.
also shown Far Cry 5 a little bit.
Far Cry. Oh, okay, Far Cry. It's if you want
the
to shoot
same
people in
shit.
the face, if you want
Yeah.
to blow up,
You got Far Cry.
if you are
We
like
will
It's
against,
see.
Far Cry in America. It's
Yeah.
the dream.
gonna talk about religion because it's
Guys,
the story. And the story behind this game, it looks cool. It's different from the others. We're not playing on an exotic island or whatever. We're playing on America, which is, something different from
And
the
I
other
mean,
game.
America,
biodiversity of the game, it's going
fuck
to be
yeah.
huge again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that
more
was
Far
nice
Cry.
touch.
What would you expect? If you like Far Cry, you're gonna play Far Cry.
I liked one touch, a really specific touch on the Far Cry trailer.
What?
Option to command your teammates.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was really.
That's the point that
Instead
got
of
me
the random
very
NPCs just
interested.
blocking everywhere.
Yeah, just running all around and just call them and they start
Yeah.
shooting everywhere. Now you get a sniper, go there and shoot when I tell you. That was brilliant. That
And you
was-
have a dog too.
yeah, dog, got the dog.
So you have guns for hire, and you
My
have
dog is going to destroy many throats. It was
Yeah.
Well, I think that
You have-
sums up the Ubisoft conference, at least for me.
well, there's one game.
totally wrong about that because you forgot about South Park and
The
what
fracture.
the fracture.
I don't like the games, I just like the series.
What?
Yeah, I just like the series.
Freaking awesome! It's,
it's
like
enjoyable.
watching
It's
it.
enjoyable.
I
Even-
can't
It's
enjoy
not the
it.
best
I
one.
can't enjoy it.
And more South Park. It's they're gonna release a game for the phone for Android
Yeah,
and
I'm
yeah.
excited for that. I'm
so
excited
it's
for
Phone Destroyer, which
Yeah.
it's good, funny, whatever. It looked awesome.
well, more game from
so-
Ubisoft, Beyond Good and Evil 2. We've got to
Yeah.
talk about this.
Yeah, but the thing is, they already announced this game
Like
a while
few
ago, like
years ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Probably 9
3 or
years
4 years ago.
the
in-
original game came like 15 years ago.
It's like The Last Guardian from Sony.
But what I remember, the Beyond Good and Evil released on PS2, right?
Yeah.
On 2007, they released an HD remaster
Payback
for
remaster.
PS3,
Yeah.
and on the E3 of 2008, they announced Beyond Good and Evil 2, which had a CGI trailer.
CGI trailer, yeah.
It's what they had this year. They just we're gonna work on it again. Sure, 15 years in the making. Just release the fucking game when it's done. It's probably like 2 years from now. They have a fucking program that people can or whatever they can help somehow help the development of the game. I don't know what's about that. And from the Ubisoft press conference, the last thing we didn't talk about yet was
Starlink.
Just Dance 2018. Steep, a new DLC for Steep.
Oh, fuck Steep, it's shit.
I don't give a.
It sucks.
Why
We don't talk about that.
54 minutes. I don't give a shit. We could be here all day talking about E3. We had the Road to Olympics Steep DLC, and finally, the last thing we have to talk about is Starlink Battle for Atlas. So, basically, you have a star system. You have your which is, I think it's Atlas, the star system.
Probably. That's
sounds like No Man's Sky.
You have your,
a lot.
You have your
But
ship.
this time you cannot leave your ship.
Yeah.
You never get out of your ship. You have, some kind of toys you can put on your controller, either PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch.
Well,
You can stuck the thing to the ship, and it's an upgrade. So this looks like fucking Lego
Legos,
Dimensions or whatever. No, Lego Dimensions, which
it's
they
times
use.
like these when I don't regret not having a child.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of money I would have to spend, on all the pieces for the ship, so we can play better or something.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's just
It's a plot to sell toys. It's a good plot, but it's still a
good
plot.
idea. It's a good idea,
Yeah, plot.
but I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, plot.
I don't think it's a game that doesn't have much expectations. It was a surprise because it was the first time they were talking about this game.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Moving on.
So yeah, that's all about the Ubisoft press conference. We can now move to the last one. Not the last one, because Nintendo had the press conference today.
Yeah, but
which
basically we are.
yeah.
Let's be honest. None of us has Nintendo-like consoles or are
I had
interested
a
in
Wii,
having.
like 10 years
Fuck
ago.
you, we
or whatever.
sucks. We
I
sucks
had a Wii.
as okay.
It was a cool gimmick. Playing Wii Sports, just doing this with the remote. Fuck it. It was cool.
Connect
but,
or even PS.
Yeah, but as you were saying, none of us is a Nintendo
fan.
fanboy.
Yeah.
Well,
None
there
of
was
us
some
is.
games that were interesting, but besides that,
Zelda.
yeah.
For
Zelda.
the Switch.
The new
Only.
Sonic was good, but yeah, we don't own the console, so it's pointless for us to speak. If we were to speak about that, it would just be for them instead of us. But if we
Yeah,
aren't
thing is,
interested in
gonna
it,
be-
of course we
I'm
don't
gonna
have
be
that
honest.
much info.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a shit about Nintendo. It's not. Yeah, I don't have that nostalgia of Super Mario or whatever. I liked Super Mario. It was really cool when I was a kid. But playing that shit over and over again, it's not for me.
Yeah.
And the Legend of Zelda or
The only
whatever.
game that is like for me from Nintendo like that is just Sonic, probably Sonic, and perhaps
Not even
Zelda.
Sonic. I don't.
Yeah.
Sonic was the least one, the least that I liked.
And the
know,
other day I was remembering like the old Sonic games, Sonic Heroes, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Generations. But yeah, let's just move on to Sony. For starters, I wanted to say we are really sad because no Last of Us 2 was mentioned or shown.
Yeah.
Of course
that's a
not.
bummer.
You don't need to. You already have. You need to. You
I
need
need
to
a
focus on the
gameplay, I
games.
need a
You need to focus on the games that are
trailer
gonna
at
release this year and next year. Last of Us is still in the beginning of the development.
It's a
I don't give.
masterpiece.
I really liked Last of Us 1.
Me too. It
but
was amazing.
but
But
I know that like Death Stranding, the
Yeah.
game is like out of the. It's
pure
gonna be out
gold.
like in 2
It's going
years.
to be pure gold. But let's save the best for the
Oh,
end.
by the way,
What?
before we start the Sony press
That was nice.
I wanted to say something to you, Prime.
Yeah.
I told you, like last year when they announced God of War, that the game would release at least in 2018. And what did you say to me?
It's going
Do
to
you
be
remember?
late 2017, early 2018.
No, you said 2017.
we would
So
have
yes,
gameplay trailers and stuff like that.
Manu FFPC was right. Thank you. We can now begin with the Sony press
And
conference.
they
I
always
know,
do that because of the
I'm,
demos.
I'm like this. I'm a fucking douchebag to everyone. So Sony press conference. We start with what? With the Uncharted: The Lost Legacy new trailer. With you had the bongos and the
Yeah.
Indian shit music and whatever. It was
Yeah.
it was cool. They always last year they had an orchestra or whatever. This year they have Indian shit music. Okay, right. Good job.
Well,
So
Uncharted is like a new DLC for the series. It's nothing new. They already told us they were going to launch a new Uncharted game, not with Drake. It's an add-on.
this one, The Lost Legacy.
Yeah, it's an add-on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an add-on.
it's an add-on to the game.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah,
they just don't end the
Yeah.
saga like that. And
Yeah, so they keep the rights.
Yeah.
No,
And
they,
they give up the hype for Last of Us 2. It's just
they wanted to
basically
focus
that.
on these two characters, which
It's
I
probably-
don't know them.
It's
Because
the
I
same with
never-
a
It's going
girl.
to be like a really, really, really small game. It's just going to buy us time for the hype for Last of Us 2, like I was saying. It's with Chloe from Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
Let's save the best for the end. I wanted to speak
We
a
can do
little
this
bit.
linearly. Can we do
What?
like how it was the presentation?
How come?
The games, for oh my god, how I can say this? We should say the games like how they were presented. So first it was Lost Legacy, then
But I want to
What-
save.
what-
I just want to save the best for last. It's better, because we
What-
have a
what
lot of time.
God
It starts with a G.
God of War.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can talk at the end God of War.
It's better to start like with Detroit, Become Human, and games like that.
First, before that, Days Gone.
Yeah, Days
What do you
Gone is
think about?
amazing too. I already was hyped for the game, so I think it's going to be
Yeah,
a
me
brilliant
too.
game. It gives me the Last of Us vibe. I just hope they kind of change a little bit of the story and doesn't have like too much resemblance to that game. At least the zombie hordes were like massive for me, so
Yeah,
it looked
which
really
it
amazing.
was really cool.
It kind of
to-
remind me like like a little baby from a mix of Dead Rising with Last of Us. So basically, you have like the ambience of Last of Us and the zombie hordes from Dead Rising. Was that type of like crazy mix? So I'm expecting that game too, for me at least. Then you have Beyond Two Souls. I think it's the sequel to the first game.
What?
I don't think
What?
that's. I don't know if.
What
that's
are you
the
talking
name-
about?
I don't think if that's the name of the game.
Go home,
No,
Prime. You're
no.
drunk.
What are you
Wait,
what are you talking about? What the
wait.
fuck? Wait, before you talk about, things that you don't even know what you're saying.
Perhaps I'm confusing it
So-
with Beyond Good and Evil.
So Days Gone, main character, his name is Deacon. He's a
Oh
bounty
yeah,
hunter.
yeah. No. I know what I wanted to say. So
What?
Detroit Become Human. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
okay,
I wanted
we're
to
talking
say.
Detroit.
It's from the makers of Lost Rain, Heavy Rain, and Beyond Two Souls. That's what
Yes,
I wanted
exactly.
to say. And Indigo Prophecy. I was like on the right track. I just missed.
Quantic Dream, the
Yeah,
developers.
it's
Quantic Dream.
Yeah. So I was expecting that game like since the last year they shown like a gameplay and stuff. Since you have like a shit ton of choices, this studio always delivers that type of game where you make the story and they just offer you like options so you can write your own story, and it's always an amazing path to journey, and I'm just hyped up for the game.
We are not going to
Okay.
talk about Call of Duty, are we?
No, fuck
Please,
that shit.
we
please
can
no,
just
please no.
mention that.
Please no. It's the same.
It's the same, but
It's
World
the same
War.
in World War II.
I don't know.
Again.
I didn't saw any gameplay. I only saw a guy shooting another one with a shotgun.
Yeah,
I
it's the
can
same.
say, okay, it's Call of Duty. What would you expect? Call of Duty going back
Nothing.
to its roots. Foot's on the ground. World War II. A lot of people are gonna buy it
Because
just
they are
because it's
pumped
World
up,
War
yeah.
II. Just because they're going back because a lot of people
Nostalgia
were
and stuff.
just really tired about fucking
Modern
flying,
shooting and stuff
jetpacking or
like that.
whatever, wall running, doing parkour or whatever. People just want a shooter.
Yeah.
And
I
if
want
you
to-
want the
A
shooter,
classic
you
shooter.
can play. And if you want a good shooter, just play Battlefield 1 for fuck's sake.
And Counter-Strike.
No.
Global Offensive.
No.
No.
Talking about
A good shooter.
a
real
a
good shooter.
a really good shooter. You know,
Above the lazy gameplay.
yeah. Which is
So
Battlefield 1.
Let's move on. I didn't saw in the conference that Final Fantasy 15 is going to get a VR expansion.
What?
Yeah, you can fish monsters from the water.
This is the most pointless
Yeah.
expansion ever.
VR.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
I was like,
Right.
whoa, Final Fantasy 15 VR, what am I going to do? Swing solo? No, I'm going to fish
Yeah,
with my,
basically.
Penis.
what the fuck?
Penis.
Fishing rod. Fishing
It's
rod.
Final Fantasy. I
Penis.
want to throw fire and stuff and swords all around. No, I'm going to
And
throw
magic and stuff. And no.
I'm just
no.
throwing a fishing rod to the water.
in VR.
It was stupid.
Okay, so do you want to speak about like any other game from Sony?
Yes. Destiny 2, we saw a new trailer.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was new. I think it was the one from the announcement. So it wasn't anything new. But it's
It's always
one of
good
the
to remember.
that I'm
Yeah.
most anxious about. I really want to know more about that.
Yeah, looking forward to that as well.
Me too on PC.
And
Yeah,
by the way,
exactly.
New Horizon Zero Dawn DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
expected.
oh,
I mean,
Another game that I'm
Connected
excited.
story.
I remember me. I don't know if they showed it on E3 because I didn't see most of the conference. Did they show anything about Hellblade?
No,
no.
No.
they're probably
They
probably
spoke
gonna-
about it on a conference, like a pre-conference thing, but they eventually didn't show it up because I went to sleep
Oh.
and I.
By the way, so before the press conference, they had a pre-show.
Yeah.
They showed a lot of games on there because they didn't had much time because the Sony press conference was only an hour long. So
Was small.
yeah, compared to last year's, but I think it was an hour and something long.
Yeah, probably.
But a lot of games, a lot of indie games, they showed on the
some remastered games
pre-show.
too. For example, Shadow
No,
of Colossus.
Wait, we're talking about the pre-show first.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
They showed everybody's. It was a golf game. Everybody's what? It was a second. Everybody. No. I was searching for a song. I don't know why. Yeah, but indie games basically. So after that, they announced 2 new games that were actually a surprise. No, actually, one of them I saw people talking about it on the internet, which is Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems
It's
really
not-
nice.
It's a nice game.
It's not a PS4 exclusive. It's gonna come out on Xbox One and PC.
Yeah, thankfully,
What?
finally,
Yes.
Monster Hunter on PC, finally.
But PS4 is gonna have exclusive content.
Yeah, for
Fuck yeah.
change. Yeah. I don't fucking care. I just
Uh,
want
Well,
the game
we
on
have
PC.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, yeah. Wait. Before I remembered right now, Destiny 2, exclusive strikes, exclusive. What is it? What's the rarest weapon name? Like
Relics?
exotic.
Exotic.
An exclusive exotic, exclusive PvP map, exclusive whatever. A lot of exclusive content for PS4. That's what I wanted to say.
Eventually, it will come out on PC. You know, they are going to get just burst.
Yeah, they delayed
fans
like
and
a
players.
year.
That's not true because the exclusive content that was on Destiny 1 didn't release on Xbox One.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. Since on
No,
Xbox One.
I'm telling you. I'm
Yeah,
telling
but
you because
I'm
Destiny
just,
1.
but I'm not speaking about the first Destiny. I'm speaking about the second one since they invested so
It's the
much
same
money.
shit.
No,
the same
because
shit.
they probably are going to
PS4
release it. They might release it as a DLC, a paid DLC on PC or
No,
something.
they're definitely not gonna do that. PS4 as an as an exclusive
I don't know.
partnership
Bungie always was like that, so I don't know.
with Activision. They have an exclusive partnership with Activision, especially
Bungie.
Bungie. And it didn't the
Bungie.
content that was the exclusive content that was that came out on PS4. It didn't came out on Xbox One. So I'm
Yeah.
not hoping they're gonna do that in the Destiny 2 because
Well-
the contract's the same. So whatever.
Okay. Sad then. Whatever.
All right.
So
Shadow of the Colossus remastered.
yeah.
Same old shit
Not
remastered.
a
Same old
remake.
shit. Already did it for the
Remake, it's a
PS3 and
remaster. But I'm actually really interested in it.
well, they
They're
could
really
do.
interested.
They
It's
could
still the
do
same
like
shit.
if they are going to
Yes,
remaster Shadow of
I
Colossus.
never finished that game. You know, I didn't play it on the PS2. I played it on the PS3, the remastered one.
Please
the
let
HD
me kill
remastered and Eco.
Manu. Please.
I played the Shadow of the Colossus and Eco when they released both
They
the
should
remasters.
remaster the Eco too.
But I didn't finish Shadow of the Colossus.
Well,
So I'm actually interested in buying this.
I don't know. Depends
Just
on the price and the
So
graphics
I
itself.
really want to. It looked really nice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there
It
any
did.
more games you want to speak about
Yes.
from Sony?
Two more.
Spider-Man.
Before Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man is really cool, and
Yeah,
the
it looks
best
really
games
nice.
they're we're talking about them in the end.
Let's hope they
before
finally
we go-
deliver a good game, a good Spider-Man
Before
game.
we go, man, they showed a trailer, an announcement trailer of Marvel versus Capcom Infinite.
Nah,
So-
not interested.
Not interested.
Give a shit.
Same
We
shit.
can move on
High
to
five
Spider-Man
to
now.
go. Oh, high five.
Yeah.
What? Why would you?
Nothing. No, fuck
No,
you,
stop,
Manu.
stop that.
Fuck you, Manu. You're
You
forever
don't do,
alone.
you don't do that.
Forever alone.
All right, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Really- They showed a lot of gameplay at the end of the conference. It was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was amazing.
The thing is, I hate those time thingies. The when you need to
The
press
quick events,
triangle
yeah.
or
You hate the
Yeah.
quick events.
Quick-time
quick events. You know, I hate that shit.
I'm not sure about the gameplay actually. About the
gameplay-
webbing. No, but only the bit about webbing around, like in some structures or something.
Well,
I think it's gonna be.
I
or-
think we need to wait
is.
and try it for ourselves and eventually
Yeah.
review it. Since we are just speculating, since we never played each of the games that we are hyping
Talking-
up.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So we need to wait and see. For example, you know, I'm a fucking fanboy from Assassin's Creed and still I'm fucking afraid of that shit.
Same.
Everyone
I'm super
is.
fun and I'm afraid of that.
That's
The
It's
same
gonna be
thing.
shit.
The same thing about God of War. I'm just afraid they are going to end up and fucking up the story. Since
No,
let's just
don't-
go to talk
not
about
gonna
that.
do
Well, eventually the last game of God of War 3, spoiler alert, Kratos
the
kills
last
every
game was
fucking
Ascension.
god. Yeah, but the story ends on God of War 3, not Ascension. Ascension is a prequel. So basically, Kratos kills every last god on Olympus, even Zeus, and he suicides, at least from what we see. He tries to kill himself with Zeus' blade, or Athena's blade, whatever you want to call it, since Zeus wielded it and he removed it from him. And eventually, after the credits, you see like a scene where he has the blood, and he just jumped again from the Mount Callisto, and you don't even know if he's alive or dead. And there was a lot of speculation around at the time. Even the dead man hanging, the
mosquitoes.
guy that just buries the dead people came there and said there was a body missing. And Athena said a thing that basically the world, if he killed Zeus, the world would get an insta apocalypse, and that's why there are a lot of tsunamis, furies flying, hell gates open, and a lot of tornadoes and storms around. So eventually the Earth we know would become to cease and just cease to exist. So the story behind the God of War we are going to get now he has a son, a second son, since he already had sons and a wife, but he killed them to fulfill the promise to the God of War and lift up the curse. So, in upon revenge, he killed all the gods of Olympus, and some years after that, that's the part we don't know, he travels or teleports or whatever to Valhalla, and he gets a son. So, two things. First, we don't know if the guy adopted the son or if it's really his blood son. And the second one is why he's on Valhalla and what he's trying to accomplish there. At least those
That's
are
what
the
we're gonna find out
yeah,
at the
those
beginning
are
of the
the
game,
two
probably.
questions I have on my mind, and some of them are like why they rebooted like the whole thing, but most of the people were saying no, the game will have a full reboot. But some things we might watch on the gameplays and trailer is that Kratos still has the scar that Zeus gave him on the belly, and he still has the Spartan Rage, since that's a power he unlocked on the first God of War, and he has the scars on his arms from the Blades of Chaos. So eventually, it's just a sequel to the third game, and let's hope so. Let's hope they don't reboot the whole story.
Do you
So,
want me to read what IGN has on the story?
yeah, read.
The story is going to revolve around an older, wizened Kratos. Wizened Kratos as he tried to deal with his past, while also raising his only son. It's clear he still struggles with his own inner anger, but at times during the demo we see that his son actually serves to temper his anger.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool.
That's
We
cool.
have seen.
Wait, just a
wait.
thing, just to complement that.
No, but it doesn't have anything else.
Oh, okay, so just to
anything
complement,
relevant.
just to complement that thing, the thing they were referring to when he tries to control his anger is basically a father type of figure, since he has a son and he has a really dark past since he killed the last sons he had and the wife because of a promise and a curse, and eventually he just wants to redeem himself and just fulfill his profession, that is to be a father, and eventually educate his son. Even he shots an arrow to his shoulder and he doesn't even get angry with him. Even with the deer, he just like reaches to the son's hands and stabs the deer. So
Of course he doesn't get angry, and an arrow for Kratos is fucking
well,
nothing.
no, but he used to get really fucking angry, and he's really
Yes,
more
but
modest now and pacified. at
and
least.
older,
Yeah, and wiser. And he has a
Yes.
beard now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
which he looks really cool with it.
So
You know,
I think
beard.
for me it
Yeah.
sums up the E3 conference. It's for me. At
All
least.
right,
I don't
Yeah,
know about
basically.
you.
we don't have anything else to talk about, but I want to hear your
in the
opinions.
comments. Yeah.
No, not. It's not over yet.
Yeah,
Calm down.
our opinions about overall on E3.
You know, overall, what were your favorite games announced or gameplays shown, whatever? I want to hear yours.
Well, for me,
Your
it was
opinions.
3 was, of course, Assassin's Creed Origins, it was God of War, and it was Anthem. Those were the 3 choices I would have to do.
Well, for me, Assassin's Creed, of course. I think it was a really high place on the
list.
on the E3 because it's last year they didn't release anything, so this year they got to do something really good to
And
keep
new.
it up. Wait, I'm not finished.
I said a
It's three
new,
game-
a new.
three.
New
What?
Anthem. New games, Anthem. I'm really looking forward to Monster Hunter World. Don't ask me why. I always been a fan when I
Well,
had my.
yeah, Monster
PS.
Hunter is nice.
It's going
the
to be
PSP.
awesome.
You know, for me, it was my 3 picks are A Way Out. Definitely, I got really surprised with that game. It's really interested me. Another one is what is it called? Fucking hell, man. Wait, I need to check the fucking name because I don't remember. Oh wait, what is it? Wait, So no, it was on Microsoft's one. I don't fucking remember. Or what was that fucking thing? Ori and what? What is the Ori
Ori-
and Ori and the Wild something? I don't remember. That
Something
game.
of
That indie
Ori,
game.
something on the wisps.
Yeah.
We love the wisps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one was God of War. I fucking love that thing. And I love the mythology. The what is it called?
North.
The
mythology.
Norse mythology. I love that
Yeah,
shit.
the
Well,
Norse
I hope they
mythology. That's
try.
nice.
I hope they try to reboot the multiplayer from God of War Ascension too, so we get a little bit of replayability in the game. For example, you need to unlock a few items if you just replay the story. It would be nice.
You
I
just
don't
have to
know
wait and see.
Yeah, I doubt they are
Yeah.
going to do that. If they were going to do that, they would have shown something on E3. Since they did that thing with Ascension, they showed like the demo part first, and then they showed like the multiplayer gameplay, and they announced it earlier. So I really don't know. They are trying to focus perhaps on a new type of gameplay and stuff. Perhaps we are not going to have one. Well,
Okay.
We'll have to wait and see.
That
Yeah.
sums up for me the E3. I think it was a good one since pretty much there was
It
a lot
was
of
not
surprise.
last year was better.
For
Because
me,
Yeah, I
it
think
wasn't.
E3 overall was
didn't
not
have-
that good.
We didn't have it. No, it was good, but it wasn't that. It wasn't
That
awesome
epic,
like
yeah.
last year. Last year we had a lot of new IPs, a lot of new games announced.
Even new
This year was
technologies.
even technology. This year was a continuation of that. You know,
Yeah.
these games are still in development. There are
need
a
to
lot
wait.
of
Yeah.
games oh my god, I can't even speak. 2018, it's gonna be. It's
awesome
just a lot of games. Too much. It's just too much. You know how can they?
Too much.
How can they fucking do that? You know, and of course, not most of them, but like half of them are gonna be delayed to 2019 for sure. For sure. I don't know. Anthem, I think it's gonna be delayed. For example, Anthem, Detroit, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
And
Even God
and-
of War and Last of Us 2 probably are going to
Yeah,
have a
probably.
delay.
No, The Last of Us 2 is gonna release in 2 or 3 years. So,
Yeah.
and Death Stranding, we didn't hear much about. We didn't hear nothing about that because
Yeah.
still in development. Hideo Kojima is
It's
flying
always
around
like
the world.
that.
Just doing some stupid shit that he likes to do. I don't know. He's a cool guy.
Well,
Oh yeah, this year they didn't have a Square Enix conference. I think that
Yeah.
there was some kind of conference last year, right?
Not sure. I think not.
Or it was 2 years
no,
ago.
no, 2 years ago.
No,
Last
2 years
year
ago,
they
yeah.
didn't
Okay,
have
yeah,
it.
it was 2 years ago. All right.
So,
So yeah, do you want me to end this?
yeah, end it.
All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed E3 2017 recap. At least of the
Yeah.
past conferences, because there's a lot of stuff. E3 is still going on at this
Yeah.
moment. Okay, actually, yeah, it's still
Yeah, it's still going on.
it's still going on. I don't know until when it's gonna be, but it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is finally this video is over. You can go away. You can fuck off, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, UGaminG, the best motherfuckers around YouTube right now that don't upload daily, don't upload weekly. We upload
We are lazy as
fucking
fuck.
monthly.
We are
Upload
lazy
monthly.
as fuck.
We are lazy as fuck. That's how we are.
Yeah.
That's
And
what we do.
expect more content
Yeah.
in the next few weeks. And yeah, don't forget to leave your opinion about the E3 of this year, 2017. And yeah, bye now, guys. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.